Time for the fantasy bracket. The last time I made a fantasy bracket, it took like 9 hours. Is that what we should do today? Dragon Ball FighterZ fantasy bracket? It took like 9 hours to edit. I'm sorry. I don't know what you bumped. Really. All right. I'll do fantasy. Fantasy makes me look at the brackets anyway, right? So if you think about it like that, we might as well just focus. It's like a 2-for-1, right? All right, hold on. Let me set this up. Let me set up my fantasy. So I promise this time. Do I have it zoomed in enough? Yes. I promise this time we won't take as long as we did before. Dude, Sonic Fox is $250. What the fuck? That's crazy. How is Sonic Fox more expensive than Goichi? That's crazy, right? Okay. Well, there goes $240. He will for sure make me points, no matter what, right? He is worth the investment. Kazunoko is only 190. Moke is only 170. Is Leffen going to CB? Wait a minute. Is he actually going to CB? Where is he in these pools? Is he actually coming? Oh my god, there's more. He's there. William Hilt. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not Swedish. I'm not that kind of white person. I'm a different kind. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce that. But is he actually coming? That's interesting. That's something to think about. How are the prices determined? Mostly by seating in the bracket, I believe. From what I understand, Smash GG does it based on seating. And maybe they have like an internal thing based on something. Yes, that's actually a good point. How much is he? This is a really solid pickup. Damn. Ooh, Reynolds is going? I actually didn't know that he was going. So you're saying everybody that's in the summit except for Lord Knight is going. Yeah, he is he's super good. Another one of the Cyclops boys. Reynolds for 130 is such a good deal. Yeah, Fenrich I expect to do well. Will there be a perfect in top 8? No. Well, how do they define a perfect? If they define a perfect by one character killing another with no life, then sure. If they define a perfect with an actual perfect, like you never get hit, hell no. Because that's not happening. That is not happening in Dragon Ball. Get the fuck out of here. How many unique characters will there be in top 8? Oh, it's got to be a shit ton, right? Well, every team... So, there'll at least be Cell, Vegeta. There'll be a Goku Black. There will definitely be Bardock. How many characters will there be? I'm willing to bet like 12. 8 players, 3 characters a team, right? Kid Buu. There's gonna be enough unique characters. Like 12 is probably like there might be a Piccolo. If Sonic Fox makes it, there'll be a Gotenks. 12 it seems like a good number to me. Will Shenron be summoned in top 8? No. Right? So like let's think about that. Let's actually think about the number, right? You got Cell, Kid Buu, Bardock, Vegeta. Those 4 100% in the top 8, right? Yeah, if Chris G makes it, there's a Trunks. There could be a Gotenks because of Sonic Fox. There could be a Piccolo, right? There's likely to be Goku Black. Goku Black's pretty likely, I think, right? Maybe an Android 16, depending on who's playing. Maybe a 21, right? That's pretty much it. If you look at Dragon Ball top 8s, there's usually not more than like... There's not 15 characters in the top 8 usually, right? That's not happening. So, if you think about it like that. Yamcha for Kaz? There could be... Well, Goichi said he was kind of thinking about playing that character too. Maybe a Gohan? Yeah, maybe a Gohan. It depends. A lot of the people who have been playing Gohan have switched off of them. Like Nakiel is not playing as much Gohan anymore. Okay. Well, look at this. I have to get 12 players, and I've used over 10% of my budget on one already. This is expensive. Reynolds is a great pick. 130 is not bad. I need to see who the picks on here are that are like cheaper but could potentially go far. Theo for 120 is not bad. This is a solid area to pick from, right? This is a good price range, and these are good players. Dogura for 210 is still pretty expensive. Toki for 110 is pretty good. Oh, look, there's Toki in the chat. He says, I'm sure I'm cheap. Toki for 110 seems like a pretty good deal to me, actually. That seems really great. And so does Foxy for 110. Foxy for 110, Rico for 110, Toki for 110. These are good. These are good deals right there. Xiaohai made top 8 at one of the first tournaments for Dragon Ball. Kizzy for 110. These are all solid. Hotashi. These are pretty good deals. Tachikawa for... Are you serious? That's a steal, right? Are you serious? What website I'm on? Smash GG. So if you go to smash.gg, you go to the main page here. This is what you'll see. You scroll down, and on upcoming tournaments, you go to Combo Breaker. You click this, and then you click Fantasy. That's all you got to do. Easy pick. Tachikawa is easy pick. This is the easiest 110 I've ever spent. Tachikawa is a beast. He's a super strong Japanese player. Cole for 110 is actually a pretty good pick too, and so is Gross. Man, there's a lot of players on here who should probably be more money, but just they aren't. 110 is like their default. I think like this player is good, but like they don't want to put a crazy price on him. Like, I think that Sonic Fox at 250 is very expensive. But it makes sense for how good he is. But I don't know if you can go with two of these, right? 240 and a 250 is very expensive. You have to like immediately cut down everybody else you spend money on. Because even if Sonic Fox is like a guaranteed top 5, like the way scoring works, so check this out. The way the scoring works is that, let's say Sonic Fox gets 3rd place. He's worth 490 points. If I get 2 people that get 9th, hell, if I get a person that gets 9th and a person that gets 25th, they're worth more points than Sonic Fox getting 3rd. Right? Think about that. So at $250, I could pick somebody who's 130 and somebody who's 120. And it would be worth more in this particular instance than Sonic Fox. Like, if I had to pick the top 8, that's completely different than Fantasy. That's what you guys have to remember. A lot of people are like, yeah, just take Sonic Fox. He's guaranteed to make top. He is. But the way the money works is different, or the way the points work is different than what you would normally pick for players to make top 8, right? So think about it like that. Don't just think to yourself, oh, you should pick the players who will for sure make top 8. You have to also find players who are valued at less money than this, who will also make it deep into the tournament. I'm okay with taking $110 like Toki. If Toki gets 13th place, he's a beast. Toki is a gangster if he gets 13th place for me, right? Because he gets 310 points. That's mad points, right? If Toki gets top 8, he's the best. I'll fucking buy him a deep dish pizza because he's gonna be mad points. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. You need somebody who is worth like less, who is valued at less than this, and you can get more money, get more points out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Because Sonic Fox, if I can get... Think about it like this. If I can get Tachikawa to make top 8, and I can get Toki to get near top 8 or make top 8, they're worth more than Sonic Fox, and they're cheaper than him. Together. That's 2 players. Because the only way... Really, if you get first, right, that's the person you should bet on. Reynolds is a great pick for $130. Tachikawa is great for $110. Throw Hook in there. Hook is expensive, is he not? 150 is pretty expensive. If Toki makes top 8, I'll buy him deep dish. I got no problem with it. 150 is decently expensive. So I have to figure out how to spend $700 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11 or 9 players. Sorry, 9 players, which means I have to spend way less money on some people. I can't afford, like, because think about it like this. You guys are saying get Moke, get Hook God. I have $400 left to pick all of these players. That doesn't work, right? You have to think about it like that. It doesn't work. You guys aren't looking at the money. Goichi is so expensive, right? But he's worth the point. He's worth the money, I think. Because if he wins the tournament at 550, or even second place at 520, he's worth a lot of fucking money. He's worth like 2 people that get 9th almost, right? He's pretty close. No, they have to have this money. The kill stage is $190. That's super expensive. I have to get some people who are like under 110. I have to go to like some deals. Yeah, just pick a team with Sonic Fox and Goichi. If I picked both of them, I would have like, I'd have to pick people who were worth less than $100 for the rest of the time, right? Because you have nothing else. Grand Finals is best of 5 as far as I understand, yeah. So this is already maybe too expensive of a roster, but we should start adding people who will make it far that are cheaper. So for people that are a little bit cheaper, I like Theo to make it decently far. I like Breaker Dave to make it far. I like Toki. Toki's a really nice pick at a 110, right? Rico is not a bad choice either, actually. Kusanagi is $80. Are you serious? That's pretty good. Kusanagi, I feel like, has a good chance to just randomly, like, yeah, to make it super far, right? Kusanagi at 80 seems like a good choice. This is tough. I have 6 slots left with $360. I don't really have much that I can do here. Goichi is so expensive. How do people fit him into their team? Like, what are people doing in their fantasy brackets to make this work? I'm gonna look around. Like, who are people picking? Sonic Fox, Goichi, and Dogra, and Hook Gang God? Jesus. Oh, I guess he just picked a bunch of people who are worth $10. Okay. Is that the strat to just top load it? What are these people doing? Easy Money? What's his team? Sonic Fox, Goichi, Theo, Forever King, Mustard, Scar. This is definitely an NRS player. For 100, I'm willing to bet all the money in the world. The money that I now have because Jimmy hit me with the tier 1 sub. What up, homie? Thanks for the subscription. That's a surprising sub. Man, this is fucking hard. Well, the thing is like, if Sonic Fox makes top 3, if he makes top 3, he's worth a lot of money. I think he's worth the money that I'd pay for him. Kusanagi is a really strong choice. Has Kusanagi played much Dragon Ball? How much Dragon Ball has Kusanagi played? Justin is 110. He has the Justin tax, right? For being Justin Wong, he's 110. The strat should be, yeah, try to pick top 16 players. And if you're going to bet big, bet on people who will win the tournament. No idea, but it's Kusanagi. I like your thought process there. I think I have to get rid of Theo or Dave. One of the two. So I have 5 slots left with $280. You're never gonna let Cloud losing to Dastard Bro go, are you? Or did he even lose, or was it close? I don't remember. Sonic Fox is more expensive because I think he's played in more tournaments on Smash GG, but Goichi should probably be the most expensive. 150 is not too bad, actually. I think at the 150 range, there's a lot of good options, right? This is probably the best 150 option, though. Right? This is probably the strongest 150 option. If I had more money, I would do it, but I don't know that I can do it. The 150 range is really strong players, actually. Well, that's just the way it works, right? Like, at 170, these are all beasts. At 190, like, both of these guys are going to make it far as fuck in the tournament, right? Over 200, everybody's a monster. Like, you know they're going to all make top 8 probably, right? But the problem is you just don't have enough money. Like, if I bought these 4, I would be near budget. And I have to have 12 players, right? So I think the actual best strategy is to top load. For this one, because of the way the price works, I think the actual best strategy is to top load it and then just buy some, like, $10 picks or something. Luffin is 100% coming. Dope. I'm really happy Luffin is coming, actually. He's a beast. You don't understand. You can't not fill out the whole team. You have to pick 12 players. You can't just spend your money on 6 or 7 players and end it. You have to pick 12 players. I wish it was 10 players, actually. 10 players would be much easier. This is fucked up. But yeah, you can't end with 12 players. Like, if you click create team here, it'll say... Oh, yeah. Well, it'll tell you to fill this out. 10. Oh, jeez. I'll say 5. Like, if you click create team... It'll say, your roster must have exactly 12 players. Reynolds is such a good pick. How much is Cloud? Cloud's 140. I would take Reynolds at 130 over Cloud at 140, I think. Super Noon is spying on you, so I have to pick him. The last time this happened, right? Filipino man came in my chat and was like, you better buy me. I'm going to smoke infiltration. He definitely lost. I was like, God damn it, Anton. I got baited. That's like, if I was doing Street Fighter right now, Neon Verte would be like, yo, man, you better pick me in your bracket. And I would pick him, and that guy would go 0-2 to spite me. I'd be like, what the fuck, bro? What? Why you gotta do me like that? Yeah, Goichi is expensive, but he feels like I actually never buy the person at the top. I never buy the most expensive player, but this one feels like it's worth it. Okay, maybe we should restart. And try to do a top-heavy team, right? So, like, let's say that I do something like this, right? Still too expensive. I should get somebody at this price range. And then this price range. That price range. Where's Tachikawa at? Where is he on this this here list? Is he before this? Is he 4? Boom. So what am I at here? I am at $190, and I have 6 players left. Unfortunately, I think even if I take a... What's my strategy here? Kusanagi, right? It's got to be Kusanagi. And then just take a bunch of $10 picks. So now I have to spend $110 on 5 people, which means I have to take, like... I can't even take an 80. I have to go less than 80 and then 10, 10, 10. Damn, I'm all in on the Japanese players, alright? Am I not? All in on Japanese players. I'm betting big on Japan. I'm weebing it the fuck up. The only American I picked is Reynolds. What a beast, dude. I only fucking American I picked is Reynolds. I was like, whew. Showing no love to Americans. You know what's really funny about that, right? You guys might have remembered. This is actually a very funny thing to think about because people have such short memory spans. You might remember the very first Capcom Cup, I predicted that an American would win when we got to the top 8 because I saw Ricky and Du and I thought they would both win and then meet in winners finals and then one of them would win in grand finals, right? So I made that prediction and I said an American would win at Capcom Cup and everybody was like, you're so American biased. Why would you think an American would win, right? So then an American wins Capcom Cup. Then next year, when Capcom Cup was coming up, right, I was like, I think Japan is the best region in the world right now, and I think that there will be 5 to 6 Japanese players in top 8. That's what I said, right? There were 6 Japanese players in top 8 of 5 or 6 at Capcom Cup. So between that time, I got told I was super American biased, and then at Capcom Cup, I got told I was super Japanese bias. And then I predicted Mena would win the tournament when we saw top 8. Mena wins the tournament. And then they're just like, well, you just picked them because you were making a wild card pick. I was like, I predicted the winner last year. I predicted how many Japanese players would be in top 8 this year. I predicted who would win this year. Like, shut up. I'm not biased towards any region, you moron. I'm biased to the facts. That's how my predictions work. I'm biased to the facts. That's all I stick to. Running Fleet says, lucky guesser. This is what I'm talking about. When I wake up crouching medium kick super and you're stand blocking to bait my uppercut, you actually just got smoked. Call me a lucky guesser all you want. I got the facts. The facts of life. What do you want from me? My predictions are, I just got the right predictions. I have the all-seeing eye. I predicted it. Not only that, but Mena lost in winner's side against Tokido, and then I still predicted he would win. My third eye is open. It's just hidden under my hair. But I don't use my Millennium Eye. You have to understand, I don't use the Nostradamus. I don't use my all-seeing eye on fantasy because that's not as big of a deal. Fantasy is just fantasy, right? It's not real life. I only use my luck when it counts. Yeah, so I saw your comment, Kami, and I've been thinking about that. So you're saying if I swap out Kusanagi, I could pick someone who's worth 140 and then go 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, right? That's what you're suggesting. Because if I pay somebody who's 140, I'll have 50 bucks left for 5 players, right? So the question is there somebody up to 140 that I think is more valuable than Kusanagi? Right? If he was up to 150, that'd be great. Or 250. Man, I can't even buy Sonic Fox. I've picked 6 players and I can't afford Sonic Fox. He's too rich for me. Yeah, none of the foreign players use fucking the main character. I have to have the protagonist on my team, right? What the fuck? None of the Japanese players tend to use the Bonkler. Okay, these names are winning me over. None of the Japanese players are on here, right? So they're easy picks a lot of times. These are pretty safe bets to be in top 16 at least, right? The only one is maybe Reynolds, and Reynolds I could sacrifice for somebody at 130. Toxin is not a bad choice. Punk, not a bad choice. He's probably gonna make top 16. And Apology Man, who knows with that guy? He fucking microwaves his cereal. You know what? You bring up a good point. Projected. Sage has to play Fenrich, and then Dogra versus Fenrich if they make it out. Ooh, is this for top 8? No, this is in top 8, right? So for Fenrich to make top 8, Fenrich is on my list currently. He has to beat Sage out of pools, or out of whatever. Then he has to, Then he would have to be, by the way, this is not the official bracket. It's just projected based on fantasy. Then he would have to beat Dogra, who is also on my list, which means that having both of them is probably a bad choice. And to make it into top 8, Sonic Fox has to be Kazunoko and likely Super Noon, it seems like. Let's go back one. Let's go back in time. So let's say Sonic Fox makes it out of pools. Cloud 805 and Super Noon have to play over here, probably, if they make it out, to make it in the top 48. Who's in Super Noon's pool? Cloud, but not the 805 variety? Okay. Cloud 805's pool. Argon Ross Scar. Cloud could choke it up. You never know with that guy. He's pretty good, though. Wow, Galileo was here? I didn't know Galileo was here. Doger will make top 8, I think. Yeah, Argon Ross could get Cloud, too. Argon Ross is super solid. I've played him before. I played Argon Ross to make top 8 losers in KI in UFGT 10. That was crazy. And then in top 8, I had to play PR Rog, and I lost. That guy fucking, you know. Just, the sun was in my eyes. What was I supposed to do? Dogra making top 8 is pretty likely. Unfortunately, I think if he doesn't go down to Sage here, or Fenrich, Dogro would have to play Sonic Fox in top 8. What's the losers bracket? All right, so remember where Sage and Fenrich are. Remember those names. So where would Fenrich drop to? Fenrich drops here, which is in the path of the big left. And then he'd have to play Moke right in top 8. Okay. Where does Sage drop? Sage drops right into the path of a potential Galileo, Reynolds, Cloud 805, Yohozi, Hook Gang God section. And this could be Dogra, right? This could be Dogra if Sage or Fenrich beats him in this position. Could play Hook Gang God immediately for top 8. Right, this is top 8. And if he wins, he'd have to play Cause. That's a hard path to be dropped into, right? This top path right here, look, this positioning up here, I don't like it. But of course, if you look in the bottom position, that's where there's Chris G, Momochi, Moke versus Chris G. And then there's Goichi has to play Reynolds. Oh boy. This route is very hard. I don't know if I want to bet in it on anybody who has this path right here. Because any of the three... Sage could beat Fenrich. Fenrich could beat Sage. Dogra could probably beat Sage. They could all beat each other, is what I think, right? This quadrant is like, I don't know. They're all really, really strong. Like, Sage beating both of them, I could see. Dogra winning after Sage beats Fenrich, I could see. Fenrich beating Sage, and then Dogra winning or losing there, I could see. Right? You want to bet your wallet on Reynolds versus Goichi? Here's what I think. I think Reynolds could definitely beat Goichi. Because Reynolds is an ignoramus. Right? He's a fucking ignoramus. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You watch him play and you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? So he could do it. Just because, like, he's fucking, you know, he could do it because he's Reynolds, right? Like, he's a fucking ignoramus. Like, he could actually do it. But if he does it, I could totally see him getting smoked by, like, Leffen after or something. For no reason, right? Like, Leffen is a good player, but I could see Reynolds doing some Reynolds shit and actually just smoking Goichi. And then just getting smoked by fucking Leffen right after or some shit. Because he's Reynolds. Like, why? I don't know. Super Noon says, take that shit back. Look, bitch. You're part of the get smoked by Leffen club. You actually can't talk. That's some Reynolds shit to do, is it not? Tell me that's not some Reynolds shit to do. For no reason. He uses all his fucking Quan to defeat Goichi and then just gets smoked right after. Smoking Goichi? I mean, beat him, right? He could beat him, is what I'm saying. Reynolds could beat him and then just lose the Leffen right after. I could totally see it. For no other reason than he's Reynolds. Like, it's just, I don't know why that could happen, but it could. And then, even if, like, all right, theoretically, even if Reynolds beats both of them, he makes it the top 8, right? Like, what's the path like here? So where does Reynolds drop in a loser's bracket? What does Goichi have in loser's bracket? So Reynolds drops here. So he has Cloud, Hook, Sage, which is potential Fenrich or Dogra. And then Kaz in top 8. The projections are weighted by seeding. That's how it works, right? So that's how the Smash GG figures this out. And I gotta figure out how to thank Shadow Assassin 303 for the tier 1 sub. Thanks very much. I mean, yeah, Reynolds beast. I don't know. This is a tough quadrant to call too. I like Leffen's spot here. Like the Leffen Hook Gang God area here, the winner has to play Goichi, which sucks. But I feel like this is not a bad place to be. This is probably the best quadrant to be in the tournament, though, right? Like, if you're Timo, Moke, Chris G, or Momochi, you like this quadrant. Because you don't have to deal with Goichi until top 8. You don't have to deal with Sonic Fox until Winners Finals. That's a good quadrant to be in. This is a strong quadrant to be in. This one looks fucking hard. Right. I think I like this quadrant the most if I was trying to play. Who's back here in these pools? Galileo's on the Sonic Fox side here. Cloud and Super Noon, right? Projected. Oops. So this is the one we were looking at earlier. So this is the section, right, with Momochi, Chris G. Yeah, this is pretty... Ooh, Tachikawa is here. I didn't know that.
Smash GG is biased.
But I didn't know that Smash GG was biased either. Thanks very much for the Twitch Prime. OQ365. Tachikawa being here changes my opinion. This gets pretty tough. Okay. Well, this is the Moke Brian F. I see you, Brian F. Okay. Foxy's over here. I changed my mind. This quadrant's fucked up too. It's actually just a crapshoot. What do you mean Foxy Grandpa's in that quadrant too? Can Tachikawa beat Chris? Yes. Tachikawa could beat Chris. Tachikawa is super fucking good. Tachikawa is super fucking good. If you haven't seen the Japanese players play, so if you guys haven't seen the Japanese locals or anything, or any of their gameplay, you should check them out. I recommend it. If you want to watch the Osaka area play, which is the CAG boys, right? Dogra, Goichi, Tachikawa is CAG as well. The Cyclops player, or Fenrich, sorry, is CAG as well. I don't think Tachikawa is actually, right? Yeah, Tachikawa is not sponsored. He's isn't Tachikawa Detonation Gaming? DNG. Yeah, Tachikawa beat Dogra. Yeah, he's played against and competed with all the Japanese players. He's a beast, right? Tachikawa is a beast. Japanese players are buff. I'm just letting you guys know. The Japanese players are buff. What did Flo say? They drew this shit, man. You think you're gonna beat them in anime? They drew this shit. Come on, bro. So anyway, we're back to this. Fenrich is a super strong choice. Goichi and Dogra. I believe in the Cyclops area players, to be honest with you, and the Japanese players in general. Moke is like 12 years old. He's a fucking beast. He's actually like 20 something, but he's a beast. Reynolds being in the path of Goichi makes me feel like maybe I shouldn't pick him, but Reynolds could actually do it because he's such a fucking ignoramus, dude. It's crazy. Every time I watch him play, I'm inspired. Like, I'm like, you are such a fucking beast. Like, it's crazy. He's so good. But at that price range, the only other person I would probably pick at 130 is maybe Toxin, right? Actually, all three of these are good choices, I'll say. All three of these are really good choices. Super Noon, this 140 bracket, I would probably take Super Noon. So I could pick a 140 player here and then pick five $10 players, but that's just, what am I supposed to do right there? My man Moke. You got Moke and Go1. Dogira. Take a Hika. And this one, I don't even want to start with this. Sonic bodied every single Japanese player except Goichi. He had close sets with... He had a close set with Dogra, right? It was either Dogra or Kaz he had a very close set with. The problem is this. I have to pick one of these two. I can't afford both. I'm too broke. I don't have that Fortnite money, bro. I have $1,200 to pick 12 players. Did he watch Dogra? Was it a close set with Kazunoko then? One of them was very close. Yeah, Moke he had a close set with too. Was Dogra a wash? Okay. Maybe even if he beat Dogra, right? He had a close set with Kaz. He had a close set with Moke. And the Japanese players are, like Sonic Fox, have leveled up since then. The big difference is that Sonic Fox's team is way better than it was back then. The only problem is that Gotenks is not like as strong as the rest of the core of the team, but... Yeah, he doesn't have his restands anymore, but he still has Galactic Donut Assist for extending combos and for mix-up still. Yeah, and now he has two short characters on his team, which means that Gohan is weaker to him, and also Gohan's weaker in general. But, you know, Gohan's not as much of a problem when he plays Goichi, because anyway, it's not the point. He plays Bardock now, whatever. Anyway, I gotta fill out this bracket. Before fucking he has to edit another 25-hour video of me picking my fantasy bracket. How long has it been since I started this stream? An hour? It's not been that long. Is there a Bardock counter? Yeah, you jump away from Lariat at the start of the round, and then you hope he doesn't make you block anything. Otherwise, you die. If you want a poverty chat, you know what my advice is? So a lot of people are sad that Spooky has sub chat on. So my advice to you is to find people to just hang out and watch the top 8 with. For me, when I watch top 8s, I almost never look at the chat, because when I watch top 8s, if I'm not there in person, if I'm at home, my strategy is this. Either type in a Discord I'm in that I have other people that I'm chilling with, or get in a call with other people that I'm homies with and watch the top 8 with them and just talk about it. Right? So what I do a lot of times is jump in a call with like 3 or 4 friends and we really watch the top 8 together. What? Talk to other humans? Yeah, fighting games are the best when you're... anything is really good spectating it when you're watching with other people and you could talk to them, right? You could be like, yo, why did he do that shit right there? Why would he go for that? Why did he pick this character? How does one acquire friends, though? It's so easy. Go to my Discord. I don't care. Go to the Hoop Squad Discord and be like, hey, who's trying to watch this shit? Who's watching this? Can you give me a call? Not on my cell phone. No, unfortunately. But when I'm there in person, I just go sit in the crowd and watch the top 8. Sajam just posts ATP RTSD 4 and then bounces. Yeah, you got me figured out. For a deep dish pizza, I'll tell you some good $10 picks. Why everybody not? Why would you pick $10 people? You have to. The way this works, so watch, I'll show you. Create team. Why can't you create the team? Your roster must have exactly 12 players. You have to fill out the roster. You can't leave it blank. Otherwise, people would just spend all their money on the top side and then just leave the rest of it blank. I've explained it many times, but you can tell many people have not done the fantasy on Smash GG before. It's very particular about what you can and can't do. Who are the best $10 picks? Should I just pick them based on the name? Pleasure that cuts win sounds pretty good. Dez and Joe P. Who are those people? Who's Dez? He's got a Twitter. Hold on a second. Let me make sure he's not an anime player. Okay, his Twitter seems safe. He's a Canadian. Was he at Toryukin? Okay, Timo, I like your strategy so far. You said Des is good. All right. What was the other one? Joe P. You guys are just trying to make me pick a bunch of Canadians? Why ought to fucking okay. Real cool guy 69. That's a name that I could choose, right? It's pretty good. Daz and Joe P are pretty good and have easy pools. Okay. Tan Man, Tan Smiling Chinese Man. All right, Tan Man, I need you on my side. Elven Shadows for $10? Sure. Who else am I looking for here? Joe P. I'm just filling my thing up with a bunch of Canadians. Joe P, huh? This is everything's on the line on Joe P. I'm just bumping in Canadians left and right. Fuck. Who else is a good name? Albert Sean. There it is. I've got it figured out. Albert Sean 5. Let's go. Tan Man, really? Look, I'm spending $10 here, all right? You have to level out the tail end of this. The main character, I don't want the protagonist on my team. No cheap Japanese players. Is there any? How much is Galileo? Oh, he's too expensive. Tan Man, you're on the fantasy team. Booty Wizard? Is Booty Wizard as an option? Hold on. Oh, he's $50 though. God damn you, Booty Wizard. Do you even play any Dragon Ball, Tan Man? This is my team. Just after Tachikawa, I'm just filling in the rest of it. Albert Sean I picked because he's a subscriber to the channel. Joe P and Des because they're Canadians who are apparently pretty good. Elvin Shadow because he's a beast and I just hope he makes it far. And Tan Man because he's a bitch. That's my reasoning for the last 5. Peppery Splash? There's no way Peppery Splash is not expensive, right? Look at that. 90 smackaroos. Too expensive. I'd have to cut somebody. This is what I got.